In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to get the Remembrance of Putrescence inside of Elden Ring. Now this is part of the new DLC here, and it's actually quite a difficult one to go ahead and get. So you need to go ahead and you need to go to a specific place on the map. And this one is called the Stone Coffin Fissure, and if you haven't got here yet, then go ahead and just watch the other video I've got about it. Now once you're here, just follow the path that I've done. So you can see at that point there, you make a big drop and it kind of seems like you're going to die, but don't worry, you won't, and this is kind of a theme with the whole cave system here. So you've got these big guys here that you want to go ahead and just dodge. They're not too hard to dodge, they might get a hit on you or two, but it's nothing too bad. And along the way there are sites of grace at pretty good points. There's one point where you kind of have to do it a few times potentially, as it gets a little bit difficult. But yeah, so you just want to follow down here, as you can see. Kind of got to do a little bit of parkour. It's not too hard, and you're not going to die. You might take a tiny bit of fall damage doing it, but yeah. Now, what you want to go ahead and do is go down here, and now if you go in this little cave here, you're also going to go ahead and get yourself the Scent Trina's velvet sword, I believe it is. So you're going to go ahead and get that in there. You may as well go ahead and just get that while you're doing this. So then you're going to see these birds. You can fight them if you want to, or you don't have to. It just can make it easier because they can lock onto you when you're going ahead and trying to fight something in a second. So going around here, by far, this next bit is the hardest part. It's really annoying, quite frustrating actually. But with good timing and playing well, you can definitely get around it. So the thing that makes it hard is there's these guys shooting like these lasers at you, as you can see. So they shoot at like regular time periods, but it's a little bit annoying, and they can just keep spamming over and over again. So as you can see, I've got to deal with this bird at the same time as the laser shooting, and I kind of wish that I had dealt with the bird earlier. You've also got these like caterpillar looking things that are also attacking you while you do it, so this bit is very tedious. It took me multiple times before I was able to do it. You can see my runes are there, and then I'm pretty sure on this one I actually died, I feel like, because you can see I'm getting like attacked from here, and then I think I get attacked from somewhere else. Okay, so maybe I made it on that one. But as you go up, this is going to be a theme. They're going to be shooting lasers, and there's going to be other things kind of trying to attack you at the same time. You've got these balls which also explode, so you want to stay away from those. But you can, they've set it up so you can hide behind things. So at this point you have two shooting you at once, but you can go ahead and hide behind these like rocks here, so you only get shot by one. And if you're good at it, you time it well, you can go ahead and destroy it, relatively easily. It took me probably 5 goes to do this, and I think I was kind of just trying to rush it, but if you take your time with it, it's not too bad. So you want to go up around the corner there, and then we've got one more to deal with, I believe, or maybe a few more after this, but that bit there is basically the worst part, just because of how relentless it is. So you want to just go up here and just deal with this guy here. He's the same thing, but make sure you've medded up, because obviously as you're going towards it, you can't dodge every single one when you're trying to attack. So there we go, and easy enough. So now we're going to move on to the last one here, but this one is pretty easy, I believe. The only thing that makes it hard is these guys, the little caterpillar things, fighting you at the same time, but it's, as long as you can take them out properly and quickly, then it's not too hard to go ahead and do. But you can see here my health got proper low. I think on this one I fell off on this one. But yeah, on this attempt here, I was able to destroy it, and then I almost got caught by these things here, but I just got myself away and just healed up for a second. I just kept rolling, healed up for a second, and then you can go ahead here and just finish them off, and then go to the next bit. So that's kind of like the worst part of it, apart from the boss at the end, which you have to fight, and the boss at the end is very difficult. So from here, it's just you've got to avoid these balls. They're like the bomb things, but they're pretty easy to go ahead and do. You can just make your way around it, and when they explode, you're going to get runes as well, which is quite cool. So then we've got to go down here, and we've got a site of grace here, and you'll be happy to see this, I tell you. This is a hard, that was an annoying part. But now you're here, you can just continue making your way around here. You've got to do a little bit of jumping across ledges here, but nothing too tricky, and there's nothing chasing us as well, so it's not too bad. So then you got to make your way up here. There's some skeletons here. I just avoided them. I tried to avoid everything here. Now in this next part, you're actually going to be able to unlock another item. The item here is the multi-layered ring of light, I believe. It's magic, and it's going to be from this guy. He's going to go ahead and drop it. So when I first tried to fight him, for some reason my controller got stuck and I just ran off the side, but it also killed him, so I was able to get the ring of light, however, the magic there. So when I came back, he was gone, and you know, it was easy anyway. So then I just had to do the parkour here, which was, you know, easy, and there's nothing chasing me. You want to go across here, and then over here you're going to see another site of grace, which I was also glad to see. There are a few items like you can pick up there, like flowers and stuff, but you don't need to, it's up to you. But this site of grace, this is like the final site of grace before you go ahead into the boss fight. So just go ahead and grab that there, and then you're going to go up here into the boss fight. I gave the boss fight a couple of goes, but I know it's going to take me a couple of hours to do this one, just because of how aggressive he actually is. But I'll show you in a second what I mean, and when you do it, you'll also understand that it's pretty hard. But you want to come out here to this like head here. I was a little bit confused where to go from here. I was kind of like looking around, but you basically want to go ahead and just jump off, and you just read these. It says, why is it always jumping? So yeah, you just want to jump off here, and you're going to be falling for quite a long time down here. And then as you get to the bottom, you'll make your way through this sort of crack in the rocks, and you'll land on the bottom floor, and this is where the boss is. Now I was kind of like looking for him. I was wondering like where he's going to be. So by the time I'd got my mimic tier out, he was already on top of me, and I basically instantly died. So I was like looking around like, where's he coming from, not knowing that he was like charging towards me. And then by the time I started my mimic tier, I saw him, and then it was kind of too late. But you can see his attacks are super aggressive, and yeah, pretty hard to actually deal with. And then he's got a horse that also comes separate, which is really annoying. So I gave it like, this is my second go here, I gave it like a decent shot, but you can see he's just really aggressive, and like dodging the horse as well. It's just a lot coming at you at once. But yeah, once you go ahead and actually beat him, that's when you're going to go ahead and get the Remembrance of Putrescence. He is the Putrescence Knight, and yeah, you basically have to kill him, and that's how you're going to go ahead and unlock it. So it's a pretty difficult one. I feel like you do need to level up a little bit in the DLC to do this. It's one of the harder bosses that I've encountered so far, and you know, I died without even doing like 50% damage, so I knew I'm going to have to level up a bit more to do this. But yeah, that's basically how you go ahead and do it. So if you enjoyed the video and found it useful, be sure to like and subscribe, comment down below that helped you out, and let me know if there's any other videos you'd like me to make about Elden Ring or any other game in particular. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.